game at home right now. What do you make of that?
I sort of know what he's saying by the fact that obviously when they play against City, they're probably worried before they go into a game against Lyon in midweek that they're going to get a bit of a doing. But I don't think there was one player walked off that pitch at the end that was disappointed about drawing the game 0-0.
From either side?
From either side. I think they all sort of walked off thinking, oh, we're OK here, and got away without making a mistake. I think that was the sort of type of game. It was really disappointing. And I apologise for my cold commentary, actually. I think I let it get to me. I was boring on there as well. That was drab as well. Honestly, just the whole game. There's part of me, I get what he's saying about it being that point in the season, about City United are in a difficult moment, but this robotic nature of not leaving our positions, of basically being micromanaged within an inch of our lives, of not having any freedom to take a risk to go and try and win a football match, is becoming a... It's becoming an illness in the game. It's becoming a disease in the game. And I think ultimately, think about Pep Guardiola and his teams over the last 10 years. That's what his teams do. But we're seeing poor imitations of that across the board now. You know, United's goalkeeper rolling his foot on the ball and waiting for things to happen. That's not it. That's not what this club is. That's not what we do here. You know, Liverpool don't do that. You've got to be a top team with tempo in your play, rhythm in your play, get the ball moving, shift it quickly. And also, I think from a United perspective, I get why he's gone deep. I get why he's gone back into a sort of, like he called it, a low block. But that's what we've seen from Jose Mourinho. It's what we've seen from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's what we've seen from Erik ten Hag. They've all come in with the intention of playing high press, high energy football, but all end up going back to a low block in big games. And I do understand why Ruben Amorim's done that today with the players he's got, because he hasn't got the players to adapt. They need 5 new players, Manchester United, straight away before you even think about the rest of it. The 3 up front are not good enough. The 2 behind and the 1 and the 2 wing backs, they're not good enough. So they need 5 players. They need to serve him with 5 players who are good enough in this system to be able to play his system the way he wants. But the game today really was quite depressing for me, because I think we're seeing a lot of these types of games. And the Premier League is about excitement, it's about thrill, it's about risk. And there was nothing like that in that game, so that's not good enough.
But just on Manchester United, Gary, he said there, candidly again, we need to do everything, we need to improve everything. Oh, but also, he's in a rush.
But he's very honest.
So something got to give.
I actually think he's really honest, because he says they need to improve everything. You know, and to be fair, Patrick came in with something along the lines of, you know, too much to even sort of list. But he is in a rush. He's realistic. I actually think his interviews are really honest. I think they're really open. He hasn't got time.
But has he got to shift the balance a little bit in terms of results then? But
what he's saying is at this moment in time is what we're seeing. He's not lying to us. He's not bullying us like some managers do, to be fair to him. He's saying it's not very good. We've got so much to improve. And by the way, I haven't got a lot of time to improve it, or else you'll sack me. I think he's telling us the truth, because next season, if we're in 13th at Manchester United or in the lower half of the table, he's had 12 to 18 months to try and get the players in place, and he is where he is today. He'll be under pressure, and he knows that. I think he's actually, to be fair, being really open and honest about things, and I think he's telling us the truth.
That's the perspective of Ruben Amorim. What about Pep Guardiola? He's with Patrick.
Even this group of players?
Do you think this group of players are better than those teams that you've mentioned?
I think so. I still think the majority of these players should be doing better than the teams I've just mentioned. Do you think Man United should be scoring more goals than Wolves? If we want to start somewhere, you've got to have a starting point. You go, right, in terms of scoring goals, Man United over the history, you're talking about the Cantonese, the U's, and Man United, it's about entertaining fans today. The fans today...
I agree with you. I agree with everything that you're saying, but I think the system makes it harder for them to do.
But do you think United, do you think this group of players... All right, do you think this group of players should be 13 to 14 to the league?
I agree with you. I think they should be better. But when a manager is persistent on playing a formation...
But I'm not talking about top 4, top 5 here. I'm talking about, can they make progress to get to 8th, 9th, and this group of players have to be doing better than that. And to do that, they have to score more goals, obviously, and take more gambles. And there's a great word, I think Gary meant, you have to have courage. You have to play courage. We're playing for Man United when 70 or 80,000 looking at you, and you're up against it. It's easy when you're winning every week, of course, that. But it's wanting the ball when you don't want it. That's the
But you're also talking about attacking players, Roy. Højlund's still not proven in the Premier League. Xerxes is still new to it.
Right, yeah.
So is he going to be scoring goals in any other team?
So's Amorim as well. You go to those other teams, Brentford, Crystal Palace. They've had time with their managers. Thomas Frank, how long has he been at Brentford? And he's built this system, and it makes them bulletproof at times. You know, they know what they're doing. Amorim's not had that time, and